Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me, liking, sharing, subscribing. I really do appreciate all your likes and comments, so thank you so much. Stay tuned and we'll see what's happening. So from the top left, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of contemplation. This is a card of reflection, of life assessment, of financial assessment. This is really intensely assessing something that's happening around you, and it's something in your physical because it is the Pentacles. So it can be coins, it can be assets, it can be cars, homes, deeds, material possessions, finances. Predominantly, it does look like finances, so you can be looking at your savings, really looking over your budgets, not having foolish spendings, overindulgences here. But it could be that you're really assessing where you are right now. It's almost like a month of contemplation and reflection here. I think you have big things that are coming your way with the High Priestess, some things that are, destined to be in your path. At the moment, though, I don't think you can see them because you're too busy looking at what's ahead or what's in front of you to know what's actually coming up ahead. So it's almost like you don't see it yet. You have your, and you rule the Pentacles, so you have your back. You have your back to the prophecy, to the High Priestess here. So you're really dwelling on your finances, just dwelling on your material possessions, looking to grow your finances, looking to attract more money, to manifest more money. And this can certainly happen for you, regardless if this is in a relationship or a work situation. You're contemplating, you're reflecting. You also have the Hermit here. So some of you could be feeling more alone. Some of you could be feeling that, you need to take time away from people or places or things or events or work, and that's okay. If that's what's needed for you, Virgo, then go ahead and do it. The Seven of Pentacles is almost like a gentle reminder that maybe you do need that quiet moment of reflection. So if this is with your spouse or your significant other, you could be looking to merge finances, merge assets, borrow cars off each other, borrow finances, or you're looking to accumulate finances so that you can, give yourself a well-deserved holiday, or you can take those practical steps to creating a family home, or whatever it is, opening up that family business. You're working towards it, which is good. It shows in the physical you've accrued and you're taking the practical measures. Similar in a work situation, you're looking to gain your funds, looking how you can gain more recognition. It's really about research and contemplation in these areas for you. Moving on, you have the High Priestess. This speaks of a prophecy. The High Priestess is someone who's talented in the esoteric arts, or is someone that is quite spiritual, or has a lot of intuition. This could be you, or this could be that you might consult someone, someone of that energy, whether it's a yoga instructor, it's a spiritual healer, it's a person that does white magic or tarot or something in sort of that, spirituality. It could be a clairvoyant, a medium as well here. But this also speaks of a prophecy that's coming through for you, Virgo. And as I said, you might not see it yet. There could be signs around you, though, because you do have signs and synchronicity here with the Eight of Wands. But I think right now you're blissfully unaware of what's ahead for you. And sometimes that's the best way to be. That's the element of surprise. But the High Priestess does talk about something, a fated opportunity, event, circumstance, person, place, event is coming up here that's helping, to shape your destiny, so to speak. For others, there could be news of a pregnancy. It could be yours or someone around you. You do have the pomegranate fruit. There could be the need to get more spiritual, or maybe it's you. Maybe you'll undergo this journey of learning how to become more spiritual, learning how to channel your inner spirit guides or your inner psychic self, or listen to your intuition more here with the High Priestess. That's certainly possible. I feel like there's a person that you're destined to be with that's possibly coming in. It's a brand new beginning with the Fool card. You've come up in your own reading, so it's almost like this is really positive when your sign comes up, your card comes up in your readings, because this is you in your element. And this is beautiful things that are coming through for you, coming together. There could be still a way to go, but you do have this coming to you. There's steps, signs, the arrows of love, synchronicity. So it's very much, for some, you're going to hear from someone. It could be an Aries here with the Fool card. Another Virgo. Could also be Earth. Someone that is quite emotional, though, does like movement, does want to move at a faster pace, though, with the Eight of Wands here. You could be hearing from this person. So there's news coming in for you this month. Changes that you are yet to see. Moving on, you have the Knight of Cups. So someone's coming in with an offer here, an offer of love, an offer of a relationship, a commitment. Someone might be toasting to your success here with the Knight of Cups here. If this is in a relationship, someone is wanting to make you an offer of love. And it could very well be that you're contemplating this offer, weighing it up, seeing if this is the right person here for you. Could be a water sign because the cups do rule. However, judging by these other cards here, I would say it's either a fire sign or a Taurus, Capricorn, or fellow Virgo here. So Aries in particular, Sagittarius or Leo, they could have water in their chart here, but they're wanting to make you an offer. They're wanting to move from something that was barren once upon a time and wanting to move into something more exciting. So for those, there is a pregnancy happening in the relationship or a relationship around you. And there is, coming out of this, barren land into something more fulfilling, more promising, more arduous. There's a climb, there's a steep climb up here. So there's promise of movement and acceleration and the ability to grow and keep aspiring here in relationships. So that's really nice to see here. For some, it could be someone that's foreign, overseas. You could meet on a holiday, a trip of some kind here with the Fool card. For others, it's an offer for a new start and whatever that might mean for you in relationships. You might even hear from a friend that a certain person is interested in you, and it's going to, sort of plant the seed in your head, and you'll be thinking about this. You'll be reflecting of this because this is news here with the Eight of Wands. But there really is a beautiful emotional stability that's coming from this person. They're wanting to invest time, effort, their love and affection in you. So that's beautiful to see with the Knight of Cups. In a work situation, I feel like there could be a new offer that's on the table. There's news of something that will be offered to you. It could be a contract, could be a new assignment. Someone's making you this offer. This could be an offer of friendship as well in the workplace. Eight of Wands talks about new synchronicity, the arrows of love. So things are aligning here. There's signs around you. There's signs that something is coming here. A prophecy is coming with the High Priestess. Something of a somewhat predestined nature is happening around you. So you're seeing the signs. Look around, read into them, see what's happening around you because it could have something to do with what the High Priestess will reveal. So this is lots of communication with loved ones. This could be family, spouses, exes even. And I feel this communication, there's a lot of substance to this communication. It's making you reflect on it a lot. So something someone will say is going to make you reflect in relationships. It's going to stay with you. You're going to be thinking about and dwelling upon what it is that they're telling you or the news that they're bringing you. But this is things aligning, but there's still steps to take. There's still, we see these arrows of love. So there is signs, there's this synchronicity, things that you might find coincidental, but they're not. I love it that it's the 8. This is abundance. So lots of communication. For those that are single, there's lots of people here that are, interested in you. But again, you could be concentrating on your finances or your career, or that you're being really selective and contemplative over who you want around you, who you want in your life, etc. The 8 of Wands is also movement, and there's a journey here with the Fool card. So there could be a trip coming up for some of you, news of a trip of some kind, news of a holiday, news of a new beginning. For some, climbing of some kind and hiking could be prominent here for you. We see these backdrops here this month or meeting someone who, does rock climbing or likes to hike, is very outdoorsy, is competitive in that sense. But this is action and passion and lust. So I love it in the relationship sphere. Things are lining up. Things are starting to make sense. Read the signs. So all signs point to big things coming. With the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands in a work situation, again, is news, correspondence. It could be having something to do with finances. It could be a loan. It could be looking at how much clients you've made and the money you're deserving of, incentives even. A lot of correspondence, but it's happening quickly. You'll have to keep up. Don't be foolish. You could pass up on a really good client or a customer here if you slow down, if you're slow and you're not taking caution, you're not taking heed. The Fool card is about new beginnings. It's also about surrendering to the universe. With this white flower, we see him absorbing the sun here. He's absorbing what the gods, the universe, the divine is giving, is offering to him. Sort of like being ignorantly, or I should say blissfully unaware of what's ahead here. But you're on the edge of a precipice, so you must take caution. This could also be a strong Aries coming through. As I said, it could also be a Sagittarius or Leo that's wanting a new beginning. Or maybe for some of you, you're being foolish and you're not realizing that pregnancy could eventuate from something if you're not in a committed relationship, and it could result in you being alone here and left behind because you haven't protected yourself and you haven't taken, and then once this happens, you'll be in this state of contemplation. So for some of you, not for all, for those that are in these relationships where pregnancy can happen and you're not really in a commitment phase yet. Could be a trip or a holiday, news of a movement, news of a journey up ahead, a new beginning somewhere with the Fool card, something fresh, a new role within the workplace. I don't think it's a new job. I think it's either new role, new responsibilities, or it could be that something is happening around you at work, yet you're turning a blind eye to it. Or it's just that you're putting your hands up in the air going, I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm just surrendering. Whatever will be, will be. But I think all the while you're not seeing that something big is brewing. Something big is brewing. But there is signs about you, or there'll start to be signs that, whether it's travel plans, you're getting a lot of signs that you need to travel. A destination you've been thinking of comes up. You'll be contemplating your finances here. It could also be a message that you need more action in your life, that more action is required. There's steps that you have to take. Have you been taking them to achieve these goals, these dreams, to get that relationship, get that person, get that role? There's definitely I feel it is a fire sign that's burning up, your phone tabs, trying to communicate with you, emailing you, messaging you, being very, very persistent. But you could be on the reserve. They're making you offers. People are wanting to make you offers, but I think you're very in a contemplative state, and perhaps you're not ready to take these people up on their offers, and that's okay. You take the time you need. This is how you are. It's in your nature to be this way. Virgo, definitely. You also have the Hermit here. So as I said, this is you in your power though. And I like this. It is, it does contrast in meaning though. In one aspect, I do think you're in your power and you'll have, you'll have something you've been waiting for and you'll feel really grateful for that and you'll know that you're on the right track to achieving this. But on the other side, the Hermit is a figure of solitude, autonomy. So there could be a need where you do need that guidance from someone else. It could be a tarot reader. It could be a friend. It could be a motherly figure, a maternal figure, an aunt, a sibling that's going to offer you some sort of solace. Or you might need solitude and spirituality, or, being outdoors with nature is what's going to help you reflect. It's what's going to help you contemplate and clear your mind. So I think big things are coming. You just don't see it yet. For some, this is autonomy though, autonomy with a business. It could be starting your own business. You're taking the first step. Just make sure you're taking the precautionary measures. If, you need a business development manager or an account manager or the proper research, and you're not foolish in this behavior with the Hermit card here. For some, it could be a relationship. You are being made out to be the fool, possibly. And something big could happen of this. Whether you're partaking in affairs, whether you're interested in a married man, a married woman. There can be gossip and news coming in around this person. You might even find out, if you are in an existing relationship, that your partner has previously gotten someone pregnant, because there is pregnancy here with the High Priestess. And there's singledom for some of you. So some, you just want to remain single and you want to be on your own and you want to sort out yourself, your own goals, aspirations, etc. But for others, with the black and white columns here, there is someone coming in that wants to be your counterpart, wants to be a partner, wants to be there for you. Let's have a look with the Egyptian deck here more into your love life though. Okay, 8 of Wands again. 2 8 of Wands, strong fire sign coming through here. Knave of Pentacles and the Magician. Okay, 8 of Wands is it's movement, it's potential, it's things aligning, it's synchronicity. So there's progress and action that's happening with a fire sign, or with any sign for that matter. A lot of communication, things are aligning nicely. So things are sort of aligning themselves, but you could still be in a somewhat contemplative state about this person. I think for the most part, you may receive signs that this is either the right or the wrong person for you. But there's signs, there's messages you're going to be receiving that will stick with you, that will stay with you from this person. It's also movement. So movement within relationships, becoming exclusive, becoming physically intimate with each other. 2 8s here, so this is significant. You also have the Knave of Pentacles. The Knave of Pentacles is a scribe of commerce. It's a financial transaction or an offer. So it could be, as I said, sharing an asset with a loved one, putting their name, adding their name to, say, for example, car insurance, adding their name to a home or to a rental lease maybe. This is something to do with an asset, or even just communication, writing and keeping in communication with this person here in your relationships. With the Knave of Pentacles, it can be a business transaction. There could be lending of funds here, but it doesn't necessarily need to be an asset. The Pentacles could be a person, it could be a baby. So for some of you, you could be planning to have a baby together, planning finances over a baby, seeing how much you'll be able to afford, to bring a new addition into the family. You're definitely creating something here with the Magician card. The Magician creates, he manifests something. And the fact that it's green, it's almost like the green god here. This is the god of the Nile, of the Nile and its vegetation, and he would inundate the Nile and vegetation would grow. So something fruitful is on its way here with the Magician. New beginnings, but again, in addition with the Fool card and the Magician, this can speak a little bit about foolish behavior and deceit. So for those that are in those situations, not all of you are, but for those that are, this is coming as a warning that something big can happen if you don't protect yourself, or if you don't do the right thing according to you. If you don't take the practical measures, because there could be deceit. The Magician deceives us with his tricks and his antics for our entertainment. It could be for some that you're meeting someone that is in the public eye with the Magician card here, that does travel a lot for work, is on the move, is on the road. They could work in production, music. There could be a scholar where they have to travel out quite a fair bit for creation of new works here with the Magician card. Or you could be meeting someone or be with someone that has their own business. A large influence on Instagram, social media, things like this. The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is coming in. This is a business service in the physical realm. It could be a business transaction coming in around you at work, or a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo around you in the workplace. This is someone that's earning money. There's stability with this person, commitment. longevity. So if this is something you've been waiting for from an employer or an employee, this will be solidified with the Knight of Pentacles. It's also an asset. You might be gaining a new office of some kind, more finances, more work, potentially. Then you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a message of travels and journeying and departure and swift energy. So there's news here, news of leave, of either a holiday or movement in the workplace, commuting, relocating offices. And then you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, it doesn't carry the traditional meaning in the Rider-Waite deck. The Seven of Wands in this deck is dependence, it's allegiance. It's asking for help. There's commitment. There's an entourage. There's a support system here in work. So I'm not sure if you'll be updating the support system. Your workplace might be hiring IT or a customer service or support desk, or you might have to pop into this role and become that support to someone else possibly. This is also, you might receive a team that's provided for you. Could be anywhere between, you have two sevens here, so between 7 and 8, and you have 2 8s, between 7 to 8 people, or the number 7 could be significant around this time for you. Movement on the work front though. Action needs to be taken place. Things are aligning, more research is needed. You're not seeing it yet, but there's big news, there's movement that's happening around you in different facets of your life. So all in all, a lovely reading, Virgo. Thank you again for joining me.